Thank you to the ranking member for holding this extremely important hearing. Thank you to our witnesses for being here. I'm thankful to lead the Community Mental Health Services Block Grant Reauthorization. This bill provides block grant funding to the states to pursue innovative solutions for each state's mental health needs without the typical one-size-fits-all approach. In Texas, we use this block grant funding in a variety of innovative ways. One of those ways is the Texas Child Mental Health Care Consortium. It coordinates efforts between primary care, schools, and hospitals to make sure that children and teens get the mental health care that they need. And I'm thankful to my friends, Representative Butterfield, Luria, and Garcia for introducing this bill with me. I have a few questions today. Dr. Delphin Rittman, just speak broadly, why is the Mental Health Services Block Grant Reauthorization so important when we talk about supporting states' efforts to support mental health?
Yeah, so reauthorization of the block grant is so important because it helps to provide flexible funds for states to be able to implement evidence-based mental health services and supports at the community level. So as a former commissioner, I can say that it's just valuable resources to look at gaps and to be able to ensure that services are available for people that need them.
I fully agree. Look, we're happy to reauthorize this in a bipartisan way, and I also hope that this committee acknowledges mistakes made at a policy level throughout the pandemic. I echo many of the comments already made that I think school lockdowns exacerbated and worsened mental health issues for our youth in an exorbitant way. The cost-benefit of such lockdowns was enormously skewed in the wrong direction. Doctor, do you agree that lockdowns exacerbated the youth mental health crisis?
Thank you for that question. And so, when certainly NIH, so National Institute of Health, my colleagues there are engaged in research to get a better understanding of mitigation strategies. One thing the data does show, though, is that it's important, incredibly important, for social, emotional, and cognitive development and well-being for children to be in school. And so the range of layered mitigation strategies allowed that to be possible for children to be able to be in school. And for that reason, that was a priority and has been a priority of the administration.
And how might we better evaluate whether or not we shut down schools when we consider future pandemics, future bills? Is there better standards that we should be looking at?
I think continuing to look at the data, as I mentioned, my colleagues at NIH are engaged in research here, so I would defer to them in terms of research. SAMHSA is primarily a grant-making service agency in terms of the, in terms of the work that we do related to providing grants nationwide. But the data has shown that, or some data has shown that it's important for social, emotional, and cognitive well-being for children to be in schools.
Sure. I engage a lot. I do a lot of events with high school and college-age kids, and I want to know what to tell them if they're struggling with their mental health. Can you give us any advice to share with kids who might be struggling with their mental health?
Yeah, so, and there's a number of campaigns that we have here. So, for example, Talk They Hear You is one of the campaigns that we have for adults to speak with kids about their mental health. But sometimes it's just asking questions about, how you doing? Or, I see that, it looks like you're struggling. Is there anything that I can help with? Or letting them know that they're not alone, that there is help available if they're struggling. Can help to open up conversations for young folks. I think what we hear and what we have found is that young folks are often poised and ready to speak about what they're experiencing and feeling when the question is asked.
Yeah, and in my remaining time, I'll say it's hard enough to be a young person, a young teenager with social media the way it is. It's not what a lot of us grew up with. I don't think any of us. I don't think anybody's younger than me here. So, but I didn't grow up with social media. It makes it rough, and it's horrifying to learn that 1 in 5 adolescents have contemplated suicide, and 4 in 10 teens feel persistently, quote, persistently sad and hopeless. Because there's long been a problem. It's exacerbated by, again, poor policy decisions like locking down schools, where all they see is the online world. And that's a hell. That's an absolute hell for some teenagers. And I just hope we never make that mistake again, and I hope we're all united in that. Madam Chair, I yield back.